a long time ago, it was tough. It's not so hard for me anymore, but after having done a few movies already where I wore both hats, actually 3 hats, as a writer as well, I'm kind of used to it now, so I can switch myself on and off.
I've never done it before. It was a lot of stress. I was really nervous about it, and then I'm just so thankful to have my team.
As an actor and back to being a director and back to being an actor, the thing I have to always remember that when I switch myself off from my acting mode and I go into directing mode and I look at, say, I look at the monitor, I look at the brushes, I have to not look at myself only, but look at the whole picture, and decide what looks best, not just me, but as a whole, so I think that's the challenging part, because a lot of actors, they focus mainly on themselves, and when they see a playback on something or they watch the rushes, they're more focused on their performance, not so much the entire performance. I have to take myself out of that mode and be a lot more objective and see the performance as a whole, not just as an individual.
So there's so many different fighters here, and it was just so easy to choreograph everything because everyone is like a master. And of course, the actors themselves, a lot of them were handpicked because they're martial artists, and it was really easy to work with everyone. It's kind of interesting having to deal with like all of the aspects of the fight.
I think once people see this and they see the success of this, when this movie is released, it's the only one of its kind right now. It's the only movie here, it's the only action film in the Philippines right now that is good enough to compete with Hollywood, with international films. And it's a film that Filipinos will be really proud of. It doesn't highlight the poverty and the misery of the Filipino people. Rather, it shows the creativity, the power, the art, the martial art, and all that stuff, and it's really fun. It's a really fun movie to watch.
What is there still to fight for?